Some fears shout loudly. Others sit quietly inside a man's chest. Tunde carried the quiet kind. When he left Nigeria for America, everyone celebrated. Friends hugged him, neighbors came to say goodbye, family prayed for him. People said the same thing again and again. Your life has started. But Tunde knew something they did not know. His life in America depended on someone else, his wife. Her name was Bisola. She was bold, very bold, the kind of woman who never stayed silent when something was wrong. In Nigeria, that was strength, but in a foreign country, that kind of strength could be dangerous. One complaint, one police report, one immigration problem, and everything could end. Automatic return, back to Nigeria, back to zero. And Tunde's immigration status depended on Bisola. If she fell, he would fall with her. Their family members went to the airport with them to bid them farewell. When their plane landed in Houston, cold air hit Tunde's face. He shivered. "This place is freezing." Bisola laughed. "Welcome to America." Everything looked big. Wide roads, huge stores, different accents. They moved into a small apartment on the 3rd floor. Old carpet, thin walls, but to them it was a palace. They took pictures everywhere, inside Walmart, at the bus stop, in front of their building. They sent videos to family. "We have arrived!" Everyone celebrated in the WhatsApp group. But 2 weeks later, reality arrived too. Bills, rent, insurance, groceries. America was expensive. You must work for every dollar. Bisola got a job cleaning hospital rooms. Tunde got a warehouse night shift. Sometimes they only saw each other for 20 minutes a day, but they kept pushing.
One afternoon, Bisola's supervisor made a joke. "You Africans should be grateful to be here," he said. "This job is better than your huts." Some workers laughed. Some stayed quiet. Bisola raised her head slowly. "I did not come from a hut," she said calmly. The room became silent. "Relax," the supervisor said. "It's just a joke. Respect is not a joke." 3 days later, she reported him. Tunde almost panicked when he heard, "You reported your boss?" "Yes. You are risking everything. I am protecting my dignity."
Not long after, Tunde faced his own trouble. At the warehouse, a manager shouted at him, "Move faster!" Tunde was already working hard, but when a white worker moved slowly, the manager said nothing. One night, the manager muttered something under his breath. "You immigrants always slow things down." Tunde felt anger rise inside him, but he remembered his fear. Automatic return. He stayed silent. But another worker spoke up. "That's not fair." The manager became angry. He blamed Tunde for starting trouble. For 2 weeks, Tunde feared losing his job. He came home worried every night. Bisola listened carefully. "You should report it," she said. "No," Tunde replied quickly. "I don't want problems." She looked at him with deep eyes. Sometimes silence allows injustice to grow. He still refused. Fear was stronger. Meanwhile, messages from Nigeria started coming. Relatives believed America meant endless money. "Tunde, send money for school fees." "Bisola, your uncle is sick. Can you help build the family house?" Every week, someone asked for money. Sometimes they sent small amounts, but they were still struggling themselves. One evening, Tunde received a call from his older brother. "You people are in America now," his brother said. "You should be helping the family more." Tunde tried to explain. "Life here is expensive." His brother laughed. "Ha! Don't lie. You are enjoying." When the call ended, Tunde sat quietly. Bisola saw the pain on his face. "Family pressure?" He nodded. She sighed. People only see the dream. They don't see the struggle. One cold night, their neighbor started shouting through the wall, "Keep quiet!" They were not loud, but the man banged on their door. "Go back to your country." Tunde froze. Bisola opened the door. "Sir, don't talk to us like that." The man called the police. Blue lights flashed outside. Tunde's heart almost stopped. Automatic return. Officers entered. Bisola explained calmly. No violence, no threats. The officers left after a few minutes. No charges, no problem. But that night, Tunde shouted, "Why must you answer everyone?" She replied calmly, "Because silence will not protect us." One afternoon, a government envelope arrived. Immigration seal, official stamp. Tunde's hands shook. He could not open it. Bisola opened it. Her eyes widened. "It's approved," she said softly. "Your permanent residency." Tunde almost cried. He read the letter. It mentioned community service, volunteer work, positive leadership. He looked confused. What leadership? Bisola smiled. "I added your name to every volunteer program we joined." Tears filled his eyes. "All this time, I thought you were the risk." She shook her head. "I was protecting you." 3 years later, they bought a small house. White walls, little front yard. The same week they moved in, Bisola told him something surprising. She was pregnant. Tunde cried like a child. "The same year we got our house, we got a baby." Double blessing. But pregnancy was not easy. One night, Bisola felt strong pain. She struggled to breathe. Tunde panicked and drove her to the hospital. Doctors rushed her into a room. Hours passed. Tunde sat in the waiting area, praying. He remembered everything they survived. Nigeria, immigration fears, hard work. He whispered quietly, "God, please, not now." Finally, a doctor came out. "She is stable," the doctor said. "It was a pregnancy complication, but the baby is okay." Tunde cried again. Relief filled his chest. Months later, the day arrived. Labor started at midnight. Bisola screamed in pain. Tunde held her hand tightly. "You are strong," he whispered. Hours passed. Finally, the doctor said the words they had been waiting for. "Push!" One final cry. Then a baby's voice filled the room. Loud, strong, alive. Tunde broke down completely. Tears poured down his face. The nurse placed the baby in Bisola's arms. She looked at Tunde and smiled. Another gift. He kissed her forehead. The greatest gift. Years earlier, Tunde feared automatic return. He feared losing everything. But life surprised him. Instead of losing everything, he gained everything. A home, a child, security, and the woman he once feared became the reason his life succeeded. Sometimes the storm you fear is the shield protecting you. And sometimes the bold woman you worry about is the one fighting for your future. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone. Because sometimes the person you fear will ruin your life is the same person heaven sent to save it. Thanks for watching till this time. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel.